Here it is. This is episode 11. We've made it 11 times on this podcast so far. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for sticking with me. Today, we are going to talk about a sickness. Today, we're going to talk about an epidemic that is running rampant in America. This is what I call, and this isn't just in entrepreneurs. It's not just in business people. This is what I call the Horizon syndrome. This is, you're always chasing something where you say, man, if I just had this, my life would be okay. If I just had this, I would be happy. If I just had this, I could make it. My dreams would come true. Everything changes if this happens, if X happens. It is the moving variable of your life. So let's analyze that for a second. Let's talk about common things that people say. Honestly, I was the guy who'd call up dad and say, hey man, I can't pay my car payment, can't pay my insurance, can't pay my rent, whatever it was when I was going through college. Hey, can you help me out? It's never going to happen again. If you could just do it this one time, I'll be okay. I'll be better. It'll get me up to where I need to be. It'll get me caught up. We all know that that is a load of BS. Now, the practices that got you into that situation in the first place are not going to ever get you out of that. It keeps digging a hole. You cannot dig yourself out of a hole. You can't do it. So when you have these moving targets of your life, it can be in so many areas that it's almost scary because we are trained in this super capitalist society to be always scared of missing out. Everyone is FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Everybody is waiting for the next best thing. The problem is if you're always waiting for what's around the next corner, you're going to be waiting for the rest of your life. Your life will be a circle of waiting because you're constantly waiting to see what is on the horizon. Now, if you're starting to get it, you're going to realize that it's popping up all over in your life. Maybe it's the significant other that you've been with for a long time, but you're not ready to commit yet because you're going, oh man, there might be someone better out there for me. I don't know if I can do this for the rest of my life. But ask yourself, are you making that decision based on the fact that you're really just not ready for the commitment? Or has there been enough time and energy and everything that you've invested in the relationship, but you're just scared of missing out on the next best thing? So many people treat people like that. Oh man, I don't want to lock it down right now because someone better might be around the corner, and then they miss out on the greatest love of their life. Now we can go into the shallow parts of your life because how many people are just going, all right, man, if I could make $1 million, I'd be happy. If I could just make $1 million, I'd be happy. If I could just have a bigger house, if I could just move to a house from an apartment, if I could just have a car, if I could get that sports car finally, if I could get that car that I had on my wall as a kid, man, that would make my life complete. Well, the problem is there's always a faster car. There's always a bigger house. There's always more money. And this is why in society right now, and again, guys, I am guilty of all of this. That's why I am so passionate when I talk about it, because I am very guilty in all of these things. And I've had to battle them day in and day out to realize what could make me better. What was I doing wrong? Why was I in my current situation? I really had to analyze who I was, and more importantly, who I wasn't, but thought I was. Now that was a sobering realization for me because I realized, oh my God, I'm messing up right now. Because let's take the money goal. It seems like everyone thinks that, all right, if you can make a certain amount of money, insert your goal here, you're going to be okay. But here's the thing. If you are used to spending all your money, let's say that you make $3,000 a month. Now, if you make $3,000 a month and you spend $3,000 a month, maybe you have a bunch of credit cards and you spend more than that. But let's say for the sake of this analogy, you make $3,000 and you spend $3,000. You're used to consuming and spending all of your income. Now, what makes you think if you increase your income to $5,000 a month, that you're not going to spend all of your income. You're already used to spending it all. That's why these influxes of cash usually don't last very long, because people will spend everything they make. I could give you $10,000 a month and you would spend $10,000 a month. If your income went down right after you got the raise to $10,000 a month, you would have no money left because you are conditioned to spend everything that you have. Now, I was really guilty of this. Any windfall that I would have, man, I was used to living on a shoestring budget and a thin line. I didn't know how to prepare and handle any windfall. So right when I had it, it was gone. It was immediately gone. I didn't save it. I didn't invest it properly. Now, yes, I invested some of it back into my business, but as far as me living on an income, on a budget, on a salary, on anything like that, it was just non-existent. I spent every penny that I had and any penny that I could borrow. And the reason that I was pushed to do that is I was trying to hit these horizon targets. But by that very nature, it's a moving target. So if you say, if I just had this, I'm going to be happy. Well, it's just not true. Now, I often talk, you have your bank account of time and you have your normal bank account. Your bank account can go up and down, up and down. Your bank account of time cannot go up. So with these horizon targets that we're really being conditioned to try to utilize, everything is a moving target, and it's honestly a very cruel game to play on people. I want to give you a new target and a new bank account. And I came up with this bank account when I was actually at a retirement home. And as I looked around in the faces of everyone in the twilight of their years, and I was wondering, man, what journeys did they take? What got them here? And I looked around at all of the people who were sad, who were happy. And I said, okay, well, you know what? In the twilight of my years, I want to be happy. So what's their secret? And I realized that they filled up the bank account of memories. They have a memory bank. Because if you look at anybody who is smiling in their elder years, they are usually reminiscing and sharing stories of things that they had achieved, that they were proud of, people that they were proud of, things that they were excited about, things that they did. Everyone shared memories. Now, if you focus on making memories, you will always be wealthy. So with that said, don't focus on just one thing and say, that's going to make me happy. That's just going to be a moment in your life. That's just going to be something that hopefully is one of your memories that you're going to talk about in your elderly years. You're going to be proud of that moment. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Goals are very important. Just don't think that your happiness is defined in one thing or just one moment. Yes, I want you to make chapters of your life that you want to share with the world. We talked about imagining your life as a movie. If you were going to watch the biography of your movie, when you're walking through life, I want you to say, man, would this be a scene in my movie? I want you to create memorable scenes that you want to share, scenes that can help people. And you can't do that by always just wanting to see what's next. Enjoy the moment, make some great memories, smash through those goals, make a difference, but really focus on what matters. And that is the time you're putting in, the memories that you're creating, and the people that you can help, the people that you can touch. The people are what matter. They're what make memories. They're what make moments. They're what make you, you. So don't focus on the horizon. You're never going to get there. Don't be the hamster that's just running on the wheel. Do some bold things. Think outside the box. Live your life. Create your movie and make memories. This has been the Final Percent Podcast. I really do appreciate you guys. It means the world. I actually got 2 things today on my Instagram that were shout outs of people who are, using the podcast to their benefit, and they're really enjoying it. And I just want to say thank you, Lights Edison. I want to say thank you, Felix. You guys are why I'm sitting behind this microphone trying to make a difference by just sharing my story. Realistically, it's just all the stuff that I've done the wrong way, and I want to make sure you don't make the same mistakes. So thank you guys so much. You're why I do it. If this podcast is helping you, please post something on Instagram. Tag me. It's just Greg_KMG Life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It really is an honor. See you guys next time.